and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. In today's video we'll be doing a little bit of a deep clean of my kitchen. I also finished the video off by doing a little bit of a restock just to set us up for the week ahead. As you can see in these before clips, I really needed to give the kitchen a good clean. The first thing I'm actually going to do is remove all the things from these shelves which I haven't actually cleaned in a little while longer than I care to admit. So I'm just going to remove everything, give it a wipe down, and then we'll move on to making sure to clean all those marks on all the cupboards.
I've been all around the world, every city, every place, always been a restless girl, but now there's a wind of change. I've never ever felt this way. Longing for you, pick up the phone, catching a flight, I'm coming home, back to the place I've always known. Home, home, seeing you soon, I gotta run. We're gonna have a lot of fun and spending this summer alone. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. You were only like a friend, till we met the other day.
While cleaning, I'm really focusing on working from the top down. So as you saw there, I started off with the higher shelves, then I'm doing the counters and the lower cabinets, and I'm basically just any sort of crumbs that's on there, I'm just pushing onto the floor because I will be vacuuming and mopping the floor at the end. So it doesn't really make sense to be too bothered about where those crumbs go. That's why it's always important to try and work your way from the top down whenever cleaning.
Didn't want the night to end, and now there's a wind of change. I've never ever felt this way. You're stuck inside my mind, deep inside my mind. I think that now's the time. Longing for you, pick up the phone, catching a flight, I'm coming home, back to the place I've always known. Home, home, seeing you soon, I gotta run. We're gonna have a lot of fun and spending this summer alone. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I'm counting hours, minutes, seconds.
Now, as you saw in those before clips, these cupboards are actually quite dirty. So I'm making sure to give it a full wipe down, opening the cupboards and also doing the top sort of edge of it because dirt tends to accumulate over there quite a lot. I do actually wipe down the inside of the microwave every time we use it, so there's no caked on dirt or grime in there, but there were a couple of crumbs, so I'm just making sure to get rid of that. And I will be moving everything, as this is obviously a bit of a deeper clean, so I'm moving the microwave, the toaster, the kettle, things like that, and cleaning underneath and behind, as this is obviously not something that I would do on a day-to-day basis. On a daily basis, I kind of just wipe around things. Brace yourself for the state of the inside of my oven. I'm actually quite embarrassed, but you know what? It's one of those jobs that I kept on putting off. It just seemed like such a big job. And in all honesty, it's only the glass that is that dirty. So I'm going to go in with the cream cleaner and the pink stuff. And as I always do, I'm going to take a piece of tin foil and just ball it up. This took less than 2 minutes to clean, but it just seemed like such a big job in my head. The inside of the oven actually isn't that dirty because I used one of those sort of liners, which I would definitely recommend. I'm actually putting a new one in today because while I do clean it regularly, it's just not coming completely clean anymore, and I thought for the sake of £1 it's worth replacing it. I've had the last one for about a year, so you know that's not bad going once a year buying a new oven liner. So I'm just going to get this done and then we can move on with the rest of the kitchen.
It's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd, feeling alive. I love being by your side, it makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you. You'll be
Now, luckily the stove was cleaned last night, so I didn't have to do too much with that. And this is also your reminder to empty the crumb tray in your toaster. This is something that I tend to do sort of on a monthly basis, so it hasn't accumulated that much, but it is something that can easily be overlooked because it's not something that you notice, it's not something that you see, the dirt is kind of hidden away. So this is just your friendly reminder to get yours done as well. Moving on to the kitchen island, which again just needs a general wipe down. I'm actually using diluted Sephora, which is what I've been using throughout the whole kitchen, so it actually smells quite good in here. So I'm going to give the kitchen island a wipe down as well. The stainless steel bits actually shows a lot of fingerprints, so I'm going to wipe it down with the Sephora and then I'm going to finish it off with a glass cleaner using the glass cleaner cloth, because it just takes away sort of any fingerprints and leaves it nice and shiny.
How it burns. We barely started on every turn. Keep moving further, and all of my broken bones mend with your love. We never learn, we just keep going until it hurts. We keep it rolling, and all of my broken bones mend with your love. And there you go and give it to me, so you get me feeling like I always should be dancing in your arms. And there I go and let you in, and though I know where we have been, I'm always gonna fall for your tricks. Because you give me tough love, and it's just enough love. And I've shielded my scars, counting on a cold heart, and with your love.
Now that everything has been cleaned, I'm going to go in with the vacuum cleaner and make sure to pick up all the crumbs and dust and dirt that I've been pushing onto the floor. While I was actually vacuuming, I noticed that the kickboards were really filthy. I don't know why I never noticed it or pay attention to it, but as you can see here, there's actually quite a lot of marks on there. So I'm just going to make sure to take my Sephora and my cloth and just wipe that down before I move on to mopping the floors.
Broken bones made with your love. All of my broken bones. We've fallen out and we have come back. I've had my doubts, haven't stayed on track, but all of my broken bones made with your love. And there you go and give it to me, so you get me feeling like I always should be dancing in your arms. But there I go and let you in, and though I know where we have been, I'm always gonna fall for your tricks.
Now for the last little cleaning job, which is just to make sure to clean the basin and the tap over here. And after that, we'll move on to restocking the kitchen so that we are all ready for the rest of the week.
Better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my tune. Ooh, I love it. Crank it up, yeah. Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this. Turn it up on a higher level.
restock the kitchen, it's always important to remember to rotate things. So as you can see here, the eggs were already there, which is obviously the older eggs. I moved to the front and I put the newer ones towards the back because obviously you would naturally grab from the front. The same thing when I am restocking sort of cereals and things like that. I will pour the cereal that's already in the container into a bowl, refill it, and then put the older cereal on top so that it's obviously eaten first and doesn't get stale.
You better join in. You better grab that tambourine. Bring the bass, we might be wicked. We may be forced to cause a scene. Make some trouble, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my tune to
Now, I fully appreciate that these containers are not absolutely necessary, but I do think it makes your life a lot easier. So you need to figure out what works for you as well as which category. So I eat quite a lot of salad, so I have everything that I need for a salad in the containers together, and it's one thing that I need to grab. I would, however, recommend that either in a container or in an area of your fridge you have sort of an eat first section. So that's either leftovers, or sometimes I'll use like half a butternut, as you can see there, and that obviously needs to be used up quite quickly. I also have my fridge organized in a way where the kids can grab their own things. So as you saw there, all sort of the yogurts and the fruit pouches are together. The last little thing that I'm going to do is just organize sort of the snack drawer, which the kids have access to. They do always ask before they take, but I don't want sort of any food to be forbidden in the house. So we don't really talk about good food and bad food. We tend to talk about sort of more nutritional food and foods that are less nutritional, but that doesn't necessarily make it bad, does it? So I'm just going to categorize these in sort of different sections. So you'll see all the wafers are together, all the cereal bars are together, that sort of thing, because I just think it makes it easier to see what there is and you can figure out kind of what you want. If you are interested in a sort of more detailed tour on how I organize all the cupboards and how things are laid out, if that would be of interest to anyone, just let me know in the comments and I can definitely film that video for you.
We got this.
That's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that it gave you some ideas or motivation or inspiration if that is what you needed today. If you did enjoy it, it would really mean the world to me if you can hit that subscribe button below and give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel out a lot. With all that said, I really hope to see you in my next one. Bye!